Hello mirrors. So today I'm going to be doing a pick card on your life purpose. Now remember, this is just a general reading, so whatever spirit thinks you need to hear at this time will be the type of information you will receive for this video. This is in no way a definitive solution or answer to what your life purpose is unless it strongly resonates with you, but take what resonates and leave the rest. So with that being said, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you join my family. And without further ado, I'm going to talk about each pile. We have pre-shuffle piles. So I haven't looked at these yet, but they are already pre-shuffled. They are going to contain oracle cards, and then I will do the tarot cards as I speak. So the tarot cards are not included here. So pile number 1 is the Hematite heart. Pile number 2 is this like triangular type Hematite. And then this is just kind of like an oblong shape. And this is pile 3. So the information will be down below, the timestamps in the description as well as in the comments. So let's go ahead and get started with pile 1. Hello pile 1, if you chose this Hematite heart, this reading is for you. If you're interested in a private reading, the information will be down below, but let's go ahead and look at your life purpose. We have beauty, a fiery climax approaches. We've Greenman's Door, portals to fairy, wheel of the year, galactic and Gaian entry points. And it's in the reverse. We have blinded to pain. We have whale and orchid elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. The hobbits. Intimacy. And nurture yourself. So the very first message that I am getting is that a lot of your life purposes are going to be involving the intimacy with others, getting to know others, helping others, just sharing a connection with other people. But how are you going to do this, pile 1? Well, one of the main things is this: nurture yourself. You want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself so that your cup is filled and you're able to help other people fill their own cups, okay? With beauty, you may have this very alluring spirit. You may actually end up bringing people in to your space just by your outward appearance. It may be that you're a transformer, sorry, I was thinking of a literal transformer. I mean, some of you may be into a drag or cosplay or, something like that, where you, or just be really good at makeup or transformation. Maybe you're an actor, something like that, or it's at least an interest. You're able to kind of take what's coming within and bring it outside, which, like I said before, attracts people to you. So in conjunction with this card, the whale and orchid elders, this is really interesting. So the first part is sharing your song. When you think about music, you think about harmonizing, you think about bringing about many different elements together to create a masterpiece. Again, like I said, your outward appearance may really draw people in, even if it's maybe a unique part of your outward appearance is drawing people in so you can share with them. Frequency of sound, again, some of you may actually be musicians, and this may be a very important part of your life. So then we have diving deep. So there's a dichotomy here with the superficial beauty, which again can go a lot deeper than skin deep, but what people notice may be your outward appearance, and being able to dive deeper into your soul. So your purpose here could be that it's necessary for you to move past preconceived notions with other people. You know, the little saying, never judge a book by its cover, is coming to me. So whether you help people to not judge the outward appearance by being a completely different kind of spirit than one is expecting, this can really help alter people's perception of the world, and you can do a lot of good that way. Let's see, we have a fiery climax approaches along with the Hobbit card. So the hobbits in Lord of the Rings are very family oriented. They're very community oriented. They're not really big on technology, on, you know, the complications of life. So, you know, it may be a big part of your soul purpose to take the extremes of life and to kind of dive deep into what something truly means, and then be able to manifest it into this reality where it's more in alignment with the common good, because this is also about serving others. I do think a fiery climax, yeah, is really interesting. So I'm feeling really drawn to pulling a tarot card for this one. I want to know what this fiery climax approaches is here for. We have the Eight of Coins. So I'm gonna do another one. Oh, that one really wanted to come out. And the Knight of Coins. Okay. So this seems very much work related. So you are definitely, yeah, by the way, this is my one card that got messed up. This is the Game of Thrones Tarot, by the way, if anybody's interested. But this is definitely about work, how you're going to make your money. You are most likely going to be serving others. But with a fiery climax approaches, you may actually be helping people when they are struggling, when they are going through their hardest times. You could be like a life coach, or, you know, any, like a counselor, some type of like working hard, but it's like that slow and steady help for someone. So I see a fiery climax approaches, so you could be helping people with their evolution, with their awakening. We have Greenman's Door in the reverse, Portals of the Fairy, Wheel of the Year, Galactic and Gaian entry points. Very interesting. So the meaning here has a lot to do with timing. Perhaps you are not really feeling like drawn to spiritual evolution. You may think the timing is not right. You may be kind of avoiding it. Yeah, again, I'm feeling drawn to pick some tarot cards for Greenman's Door. I wasn't intending this to be clarification. These tarot cards, I was going to do them separately, but this just seems to be what Spirit wants today. We have the Star in reverse, and then we have Four of Coins in the reverse. So this definitely feels like a kind of lack of faith, okay? The need to let go of old thought patterns, of old preconceptions of magic, of how you create your reality, of how you move things forward, of how you relate to other people. Because we start off with the beauty, okay? It's kind of like we start off with the beauty, but underneath there's the whale and orca elder. Like, you've had many lifetimes. You're a very experienced soul, but perhaps at the beginning of your life, you know, or when you're less awakened, you lose faith, or you don't have faith to begin with. So maybe you're nihilistic, or you have a certain religious center where it's more defined rather than being so expansive. And your purpose in life is to let go of these preconceived notions, because it does hold you back from intimacy. Because if you're putting God and the universe in a box, you're most likely putting other people into a box, okay? We got blinded by pain, but right underneath it, we have nurture yourself. So there's a lot of pain that you are supposed to address in this lifetime in order to be able to be intimate with other people, to be able to serve, and to be able to share your wisdom. So there is a lot of dualistic nature in this reading. There's a lot of superficial, like kind of, I don't want to say like low vibration, but it kind of is like a lower vibe type of energy, and the movement forward into that expansive nature, into your true nature of serving, of being close to others, of bringing others in, of not defining them by preconceived notions is really coming out. But one of the big things is that you're also going to do this for yourself. You're going to address the pain. You're going to address your traumas. You're going to do maybe shadow work, and you're going to love yourself, and you're going to be an example for others. I do want to see how, one second. Okay, I do want to see kind of end this with where you're going to go from that, like from that shadow work. Where are you going to be moving forward with your life purpose? So we have Page of Wands in the reverse. Again, getting out of immature energy. And then Eight of Swords, yeah. Again, it's just like this limiting energy that your life purpose is to realize that you're so much more than that. Your life purpose is like freedom, but not only freedom for yourself, but in your evolution where you get out of your confines, you also realize that you can get closer to others and you can serve others so much better. You might feel like you need to be a muted version of yourself in order to be a good servant. There are a lot of different options here. This pile doesn't have like a specific purpose. Okay, Five of Swords in the reverse. You're mainly here in order to get out of the conflict, to find harmony, to come together with yourself, to come together with other people, to see things how they really are, to get out of the illusions so that you better serve other people. So there's a ton of possibility here, but this was a really good reading, a really interesting mix of cards. If you've enjoyed this, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. Also tap the notification bell. If you are interested in a private reading, that information will be down below. You can check out my timeless pick a card playlist. Whenever you do find them, they will be applicable for you. And yeah, that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, pile 2. Let's take a look at your purpose in life. So I will be laying these out and also either clarifying with tarot cards, or also just maybe doing a tarot reading depending on how it comes out. Wow, starting off strong with sexual arts. Look at the bigger picture. The unicorn and the maiden. This one has been coming out so much. Communication with the unicorn, purification, undercover action. It's in the reverse. These are not, I'm not reading reversals. Artificial heart, wow. Portal, doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. Interesting. We have Helm's Deep. This is from the Lord of the Rings Oracle, and that's in the reverse. We have unconditional love. And we have choose peace. Okay. You are definitely a lover, not a fighter, but I do feel like you are going to go through a transformation through your life. You may start being very very combative. You may start off your life like not really feeling like you want to get your way. There's a lot of different, obviously a lot of different meanings that we could take from these cards, but let me break it down. We have sexual arts, and right underneath this we have portal, which is such a beautiful card, by the way. So it says doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. So this has several potential meanings, especially because I am planning on combining each of these cards together. So we do have portal with sexual arts. You could literally be birthing a child into this world sometime in your lifetime. It could be that you are a parent, and that part of a huge part of your purpose is bringing a child or children into this world. It could also be that you are a big manifester with your sexuality. This could be like actually through orgasm. This could be what you're thinking when you're in the act or when you're solo. I'm not going to get too much detail, guys, because this channel is not that kind of channel. But you know what I mean. If you're interested in that, there's a lot of information on the internet. Highly suggest looking it up because it is a very interesting thing. You know, sex is very sacred. We don't exactly treat it that way, but this could be a big movement for you if you have very limited thoughts when it comes to relations, like adult relations. I don't want to keep saying that word because I do think that YouTube has an algorithm that picks up on different words being said. I probably have already overstepped my boundaries, so we'll just call them like adult relations. So when you're having adult relations, it may not be with the best of people. It may be that you're selling yourself short, but this is also going to open up a new doorway for you. It's going to lead you to other places. So you may start off with having kind of a challenging romantic and adult relation experience, but because of your experiences, you end up opening into a new plane of existence. Doors are opening. You decide. So again, this does seem like it might be a lot about manifestation, either conscious or subconscious, in conjunction with adult relations, again, solo or with another person. We have a look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and we have Helm's Deep, and this one's in the reverse. So I do find it interesting that one of the explanations here are disastrous decisions having been made with expensive consequences. Again, this could, I really feel like a lot of you people, a lot of you guys, may be mothers, maybe single mothers, or having an accidental baby, because we do have unconditional love here. We have the portal, sexual arts, and then what I just said, looking at the bigger picture, there's actually a lot of that. So if you're a single mother, you've brought a child into this world, especially it might be on accident. This is a big part of your purpose, and it was fated. It was supposed to happen. Perhaps your child has come here to change the world, and you are part of that. And who knows how many ancestors down the line, or I shouldn't say ancestors, how much of your progeny, and how that's going to alter the course of life for generations to come. So that's going to be for some of you. We also have excessive reliance, unfortunately, to bail you out. So you may be throughout life just kind of waiting for something to get you out of a tough situation. So this is about life purpose, but I feel like these beginning cards are really setting the story of, you know, why moving on in your life and to how all this comes to play, because we didn't come here to have these like really beautiful, easy lives. Okay. We came here in order to experience the good, the bad, everything in between, and integrating and turning a tough situation into something beautiful. I do want to look at Helm's Deep in reverse, along with the bigger picture, and see, you know, maybe what this is about. I'll choose 2 tarot cards. We have the Empress in reverse. Wow, guys. Okay, this is definitely for some of you guys having to do with a child. Wow. Okay. Like not just a child, like an unintentional child. The Empress is often shown as a mother, as a pregnant woman. She's shown as Daenerys here, so she's not pregnant. But in the reverse, so it's like based off of what I said, like an accidental mother, okay? And then Page of Spears, that could, the page is often a child, but the spears here are the wands, and the wands are like spiritual type energy. So this is like I would really read these together as like an unintentional child that's meant to be here, that comes from the divine. Because then we have, again, this unconditional love. Wow, guys. If this doesn't resonate with you, you might want to choose another pile, because this seems very clear along that line that your purpose here is to be a mother, to be a father. It doesn't have to be. You may resonate with some other messages in this pile, but wow, those two cards coming out kind of really confirmed what I was saying, which I find really interesting. We have the Unicorn and the Maiden, undercover action, purification, communication, with the Unicorn in the reverse. So undercover action. So to me, this talks about those things in the background, those things that you don't see. Again, like I was saying, this child that comes here, that it wasn't meant to happen, like it wasn't intended to happen consciously, and it happened. And because of that, you birth this baby. And again, maybe it's not a literal baby, maybe it's like an idea, okay? But regardless, it just kind of happens, and you have so much love for this being, and it just kind of radiates off of you. But then we do come up with an interesting card here, which is the Artificial Heart. And this is exactly what it sounds like, guys. It's kind of like that faking of emotion. So I really find this interesting. I do think that if this is about a child, this child might come into your life, or children, it could be multiple children, can come into this life and make it very difficult, because maybe you don't know how to love. Perhaps you didn't have a good mother figure, or one at all. It's a rare case, but I personally barely saw my mother, so I do know there are other people out there that are like that. But maybe you don't have the closest relationship to this child, and you kind of feel like you have like it's a script, like you have to follow a certain type of standard, like what people think you should be, how people feel like you should be a mother, how people claim you should love, what's expected of you by society. And so you may not feel as connected initially, but then we have Choose Peace, which to me links these two together. The peace, those moments of calmness. I see this woman with her baby, and just those moments of holding your kid, whether they're a baby or they're older, those moments of calm, of energetic connection, without all of the 3D stuff that kind of muddies it, kind of makes it really difficult. Like, especially if you get older, have older kids, or have like teenagers, that too can be very difficult because of the rebellion, of all the drama, all the hormones. But there's still that energetic tie with you and this baby. And there could also be something deeper here, like a deeper meaning even still. Like, I talked to someone who has a baby, and she truly believes that this baby is a friend that passed away. So, I mean, there's a lot of synchronistic and serendipitous information regarding that particular case, but like, you never know if this child that you have is actually, an ancestor, or someone you've lost before, or like a part of your soul. I mean, you just don't particularly know, but you can feel this energy, and throughout your life, everything you go through is going to teach you to connect with this part of yourself, which I really find interesting. So I want to go back to the Unicorn and the Maiden in the reverse, because it's kind of a confusing card in conjunction with the rest of these. So I'm going to read from the book, and whatever resonates with you, take that into account for your own particular situation. So this is the reverse meanings. Misunderstanding and underestimating your own power to bring about peaceful solutions to a difficult challenge. So we have Choose Peace. So again, this is maybe doubting your ability to unconditionally love, not really feeling like if you don't have children, or this isn't about children, it could just be in general, like your entire purpose is to get into your feminine power in order to be able to manifest peaceful solutions. Like, that's quite the tall order, but this is it, guys. Whether or not you have a child, even if you do have a child, this doesn't only apply to your relationship with your child, it applies to everything. Understand? Feeling alone and unsafe, unsure of whether your visions are authentic, feeling deluded and confused by visions and psychic communications. So with unconditional love, this is more of an energetic thing. You may actually have a psychic connection with your child, or have a psychic connection with other people, a very internal feminine energy with other people that you just don't understand. And that's part of your life purpose. Unsure of the purity of the source you're receiving your communications from, feeling hunted and as though you must hide away to be yourself and to be safe. Headaches in the third eye region, psychic information flooding, and an apparent disorder, not following through with your life's purpose of creativity. Well, we're talking about life's purpose, and then we have of creativity, and what is the most creative thing you can do? Birth a life, literally. So yeah, I'm firmly sure that for many of you this is about children. If you have children and you chose pile 2, go ahead and comment down below, because I'd love to hear that if this resonates with you. It's really cool. It's a really cool synchronicity with all these. Not taking up pen and paper to write the letter that can contribute to a peaceful world. Eating and drinking food and fluid sources that may have impure origins or contaminants, food poisoning, preservatives, heavy metals, and toxins in food and water need to be replaced and or purified. So yeah, that may be a little side message, but I'm going to go and do some of these, tarot cards. Just see what else is going on with your life purpose. Any other information? We have Page of Pentacles. That's, guys, if you're not having a kid, again, we have another page, and this time it's a Page of Pentacles, which is like a child coming into the world. Wow. I would also feel like Ace of Pentacles is like this too, but Page is like more than just the idea. It's the actual manifestation, especially when we're talking about Page of Pentacles. This could also be like just an idea that you have, like a peaceful solution you come up with. So for a lot of you guys, you may actually maybe invent something that brings about like a peaceful solution for a large portion of the world, is what I'm hearing. You could come up with a new energy source, or just a solution to everyday problems. It could range for anything. That is really cool. Okay. 9 of Wands. So that's interesting. Get another card for the 9 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. So 9 of Wands is about this hard work and determination. So whatever this is, whether this is your relationship with your child, or a project you're creating in order to come up with some peaceful solutions, you are gung-ho about it. You persevere, you push forward, no matter what. So this thing is going to alleviate some emotional need, is what I'm hearing. I feel like, because a lot of times with the 8 of Cups, you're walking away from something that no longer emotionally serves you. If this is a kid, you can't do that, whether or not your kid is emotionally balanced with you or not. But if this is like a project or something, it could actually help alleviate some of these emotional problems that people have. But either way, it's going to be for the greater good. I do want to pull one more card, one final card, guys. That's what I'm hearing, and then we'll end the reading. One final tarot card for. There we go. Well, that is not the one I wanted to end on. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so you may actually have some issues with feeling like you don't have enough. If this is, you may not feel like you can provide for your child, but But understand, guys, that you are providing this emotional support. And I do believe you can manifest wealth on top of this, but you may not be on this planet to really accrue a ton of wealth. If you, I mean, don't take that if it doesn't resonate with you. But you may be a lot more concerned with, again, the bigger picture of the unconditional love and the relationship aspect, and maybe not care about money so much. I do want to pull another card just to end on something a little bit more positive than Five of Pentacles, but guys, don't take that like negatively or anything. Ace of Pentacles, like I was saying about Page of Pentacles, I would expect the Ace of Pentacles to be there, and then it pops back out, or it popped out. How cool. Yeah, definitely an idea or a baby. One of the two or both. And okay, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so you are going to persevere. This is what I'm hearing and getting with this. You are going to understand that you can persevere even when you don't feel like there's enough to give, even when you feel overwhelmed. Again, when it comes to children, you are going to keep pushing through. That's what I'm getting with the 9. Like we have 9 of Wands, we have 8 of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in the reverse. All this tells me that you're going to move forward no matter what. And then you are going to like learn your actual strength. And it's going to be worth it. At the end of your life, you're going to look back on this and say, wow, I kept pushing through. I kept loving my child. I kept nurturing this vision. I kept pushing forward because I saw the bigger picture. I saw the worth of it. And I feel like you're going to be really proud of yourself. So that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell. If you're interested in a private reading, the information is down below in the description box. I would love to read for you. Let's see, if you're interested in looking at my other pick of cards, they're timeless. There's a playlist on my page. And that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, my lovely pile threes. If you picked this small little hematite here, this reading is for you. Let's take a look at your life purpose. If you want a personal reading, that information is down below, but let's go ahead and get started. We have healing, beautiful starting off. We have hold your vision. We have her special place, find your own safe space inside and out. It's in the reverse. We have naked before the stars. I don't do reversals on those cards. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? Rose Gamgee and Belladonna took the mothers. This is from the Lord of the Rings Oracle. Self-love. Okay, guys. And artistic expression. Okay, you guys are coming here for your authentic self. So if you've chosen this pile, you've definitely had a very rough life, maybe a very rough childhood. You have a lot of pain from the past that may still be affecting you by the time you get to this reading. Some of you, it may be actual pain from your mother, maybe your relationship with your mother, your relationship with women, your relationship with your children. That can be part of it. That's for some of you guys, but I will go into a little bit more detail. You've definitely had some roughness from the past that seems to be coloring your existence. And your entire purpose here is to go from this like broken person that needs healing into the naked before the stars, where you can like literally just be yourself, to be vulnerable, to be completely naked, and to be exposed for who you are, and to be authentic and to love yourself no matter what. So hold your vision. So this really reminds me of, you know, when you're a child and you're very green, you're very new to the world, you don't have all these like negative ideas about reality, about how things are, and you have this beautiful vision of the future, of the things you want to create, of having the white picket fence and the beautiful family, or being an astronaut, or whatever it is that really aligns with you. But throughout time, you get told your vision is silly, that it's not realistic, that you don't match the type of people that typically are able to create that. You know, there's so many things that can hold us back from our future, and you're here to break out of those cycles. You are here to do shadow work. You're here to become your authentic self, but you're going to start from a place of healing. You're going to start, I don't want to say start from a place of healing, but when you awaken, you're going to heal. So you may, I assume you've at least gone through some type of spiritual awakening since you are at a tarot reading, but we have many spiritual awakenings, and you are maybe right now noticing your need to heal these fragmented parts of yourself. It's kind of interesting because these two women look a lot alike. So this is healing the things that are out of alignment. So let's talk again, like I said, about this card with the mothers. It may have to do with like a literal relationship with your mother that you need to heal. This doesn't necessarily mean that you need to like heal your actual connection with your mother, especially if maybe you've lost your mother. Maybe some of you have lost children too, but this is more of an energetic healing. Again, healing with women. There's a lot of different things that can happen. You don't have to have your mother or a maternal figure apologize to you or anything like that. This is more about your understanding, about being able to look in their past and look at their struggles and understand them on a deeper level, whether they're still alive or not, or whether you're in contact with them or not. This is part of your healing, is empathy and understanding. It doesn't mean that you say it's okay. It means that you recognize it for what it is, and you understand why things have happened the way that they've happened. So yeah, this card does talk about having a positive association with women. We have self-love. So if you're a woman watching this, which we have all women here except for Paul the Venetian, so that might point to maybe in the future finding a creative partner, or that can be the masculine side, which is very interesting because that chaotic energy. Okay, I'm getting off on that, so that's not nearly important. But as you can see, we have women in all of these pictures besides this one, and then the moon one, which there's no humans in this deck anyway. Self-love, guys. If you see, there's the inner child within on this card. It's absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you can see this very well. But the inner child is healed. Okay. We have her special place. Find your own safe space inside and out. And it's in the reverse. So I feel like maybe some of you guys didn't have that space growing up. Or you may even now not have that space where you can be yourself, where you can be vulnerable, where you can feel like being authentic. Like your whole purpose in this life is to find authenticity and to express it outwardly with the artistic expression, and to be vulnerable, be authentic. I keep saying authentic, but that's exactly what this reading is about. It's about taking your pain from the past and this like fragmented person that you were before, and you know, you're going from this to this. Like the colors are very similar here, and look at the fragments. They kind of remind me of the light that's shining out here. That this is what stands between your fragmented self to your whole self that has self-love, and that's the mother. So you're here to heal the feminine archetype. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's really, really cool. So I'm gonna get some tarot cards. I didn't have to clarify anything. This reading was straightforward, but I would like to see what's going on. So what is pile 3's life purpose, or what other information does the universe want us to know in regards to pile 3's life purpose? We have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, this is really waking up from old mindsets of like this lack mentality of not seeing yourself as whole, is what I'm hearing. Swords are like this mental energy. It could also be communication. So you're waking up out of like a slumber. Again, you're waking up to your authentic self, but this is like more mental than it is so much physical. No cards. Oh yeah, here we go. The Two of Coins. Okay, the Two of Coins. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to balance out between, because you know, when I think of Two of Coins or Two of Pentacles, it's like this whole balancing act of, I'm gonna get one more, this whole balancing act of going from one extreme to the other, but having difficulty kind of maintaining this. And why do you have trouble maintaining things in your life or balancing out multiple aspects in your life? Well, I'd say because you're not in alignment with your true self, which is okay. I don't think any of us are really, but man, this is some big energy here when we have Judgment in the reverse and the World in the reverse. Like this is very limiting belief systems that you may have coming into this world, coming into, you know, from your childhood, because you haven't healed these wounds, and that is your destiny. So let's see where we're going to go from the Judgment in the World. So with the Judgment in the World in the reverse, it really feels like you're feeling that like you have to balance out so many things. You're not able to see things from a very high perspective. You're having trouble understanding you can create the type of world that you want, and you don't even feel like you can be authentic in this world either. But your purpose is definitely to get out of this. I do think it's everybody's purpose. Page of Swords. Ten of Cups. Oh, great. Okay, but then the hidden one we have here is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, this is interesting. So Queen of Swords in the reverse a lot of times is a very critical woman or feminine energy, very spiteful, very angry, very belligerent. This might be your mother, okay? Because we have the Queen of Swords and then we have the Page of Swords upright. We have this childlike energy. So I do think a lot of you have estranged, connections with your mothers. There's definitely something to be healed there. That's what I'm getting. But you're here to go from the Judgment in reverse, the World in reverse, to the Ten of Cups, like complete emotional fulfillment, which is like so beautiful. I do want to get some information on the world. I mean, not the world, sorry guys. Maybe the world. The artistic expression. Like some of you guys might actually take all of this healing and bring it out into some form of art, and this may be your modality to heal. And this is where I'm going to end the reading, because I just want to get a clarification card. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, another, I'd like another clarification card. Again, this could also be your mom. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So it's just like somebody that's not really, that's very belligerent, very controlling, very naggy, very angry. There's, you know, just the worst aspects of a woman. And the wand, I believe it's wand. Yes, wand and sword energy. Is that correct? Yes, wand and sword energy are both masculine. So this is a very imbalanced person affecting this. Wow, okay. So with artistic expression, we have the Magician and we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is like happy childhood memories. So this is really beautiful because If you guys are healing like childhood wounds, especially from a maternal relationship, this is changing that energy into something positive. Like, you can't change the past, but you can bring those feelings out into your reality. So maybe your whole point here is to have this emotionally fulfilling life, perhaps with kids, perhaps not with kids, but you're going to change this, however you grew up, you are going to flip that over on its head and give your child, or just in general, life in general, you're going to create this really emotionally fulfilling life for yourself, for others, but it's going to be very different from how you grew up. So this is such a beautiful reading. I really loved it. If you've enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and look down below if you're interested in a private reading, or check out my timeless reading pick a card playlist. You can watch them whenever and they'll be relevant to your situation. And that's it, guys. I love you.